Okay, so we did it. We did it, right? We did the sit down elliptical for 15 minutes, the stand up elliptical for 15 minutes, the bicycle for 15 minutes, and the treadmill for 15 minutes. We did a whole hour. We're so proud of ourselves. Ah, but guess what? I seen myself in the mirror, and I seen some other people beside me. And I usually don't look at myself and compare myself to other people, but oh my gosh, I can see how I'm double the size of other people. Because I couldn't see it at first. I couldn't. Right? And I feel like, give me a little time, and I'll have a problem seeing it again like that, because, I see me as me, and that's all there is to it. So anyway, I feel really good though. I feel really good that, even though it was a lot of people up in there, a lot of old folks, including myself, up in there, I was glad that I did what I said I was gonna do, which was come here and do these hour aerobics, and trying to get back in shape here. Well, so doing an hour aerobics, I probably burned about 200 plus calories. Okay. And 200 calories isn't a lot. I really need to find out what my resting they want to tell you that, based off of your weight and what it takes, to burn up a calorie, that, you can just do the math, right? But somehow or another, that math isn't always working, right? It doesn't always work when, you're hypothyroid, when your metabolism's slow, and, your metabolic rate, it just can't be simply calculated, right? And that's why I was thinking, whatever that monitor that they have that people put in their arm, I'm thinking that's what I would need, right? To find out, my stats. All right? Because, as a big body, I'm telling you, as a big body, we feel hunger. Some people are like, nah, you're just a big body. No, big bodies feel hunger. Like, what did you think? What did you think? Right? And I am upset at myself that, I'm having a hard time losing weight. And the weight that I lost, I'm gaining it back. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why, I'm going up here, and I'm gonna work out as much as, I plan, which is daily, every other day, alternating from weights to cardio. The emphasis will be weights to cardio. Like I said, before coming here, no way would I have did a whole hour. No way. 30 minutes, right, was kind of like my max. Then I speeded up the treadmill so that I only have to do 20 minutes and then still go the same amount of distance. So I like what I'm doing right now, and that's, using a variety of machines for 15 minutes, and that way 4 machines is 1 hour, right? And I don't get bored, no boredom. Also, I got my earplugs on when I dedicate myself to doing cardio. That's what I'm gonna do. Especially on the days that I'm doing cardio, we're gonna make sure that we have our earplugs on. Cause yeah. I mean, I could, be doing I wonder if we got their light on because they're turning this way. Because, sometimes these trucks, they have to make these wide turns. Nope. He just has his blinker on. Well, better safe than sorry. That's all I can say. So it's 10:30. I have my cardio done. It's 81 degrees. It's Monday. Already feel like, I did a lot because, I worked out for an hour. Right? I mean, dang. some dog food, right? Because I'm really running low on the dog food. So I ordered some dog food to be delivered at the house, and I figured I'll just add some turkey hot dogs and salad dressing and some spinach, and some water flavoring. I figured I would just add those, to the order, okay? And this is what was going on today, okay? What was going on, and then I have been seeing this even on some videos where people are placing orders and the orders are not being picked up to be delivered, right? Because the gas had been too high and people didn't want to be bothered, okay? They just didn't want to be bothered. And they ended up, trying to figure out other ways, to make money. All right? So I had got a message saying, okay, I had chose my order to be delivered between 6 and 8 in the morning. I got a message and it said that my delivery should show up before 9:10. I was like, before 9:10? I thought I said between 6 and 8, right? So, yeah. And then I guess somebody went ahead and showed up and did the shopping and stuff, and got me my order by by 8 o'clock, right? And that's what made me say, as soon as my order comes in, I was gonna go and work out, at the senior center. So it came at 8. Then I got my ass up and out, went to the senior center, worked out for an hour, and now here it is, 10:30, on my way back home. And yeah, all is good. All is good. I feel like I started the week out great, right? And here's another thing, right? I've been telling people my background. And even though, I choose not, to participate, in the dysfunction of how I was raised, right? That doesn't mean that I'm not aware and I don't know how to maneuver, in dysfunction, which I do, okay? Very few people have lived, the life that, I had lived. And I can say, well, yeah, everybody lives an individual life, all right? But, dysfunctional means there's a lot more negative changes than positive. Damn, I hope I don't end up killing that squirrel. Dang stupid squirrel. Yeah. But I'm very optimistic that as soon as I get myself in shape, that, you know, I won't feel uncomfortable about having to go to work. Okay? Man, we're getting ready to grow a pecan tree right there, and I don't know if that man or me or our plots and plumbing could handle having a tree right there. And I'm thinking he's not cutting it down because it is a beautiful plant that's growing within. Yeah, let me, hold on.